Season 2 farm preparation. Welcome back to my channel, and this time round you're about to plant vines again for sweet potatoes in Africa, East Africa, Kisii, Kenya. And today we are here with everyone in the shamba ready to pull those vines that had already started growing without us planting. So first of all, how to do the land preparation. We are going to pull all these vines, put them at one corner of the shamba so that we can use herbicides to burn all these weeds that are growing here. After then burning all these weeds that have grown here, we are going to give it 3 to 5 days for the weeds to wither. Thereafter, we are going to do a tractor plowing thoroughly so that the soil can become very soft and very smooth for planting vines. So here you can see I've put around 8 people to 12 on the shamba so that they can pull all these vines. You see how this place is very, very fertile. If you can see that other side, you'll think that already we have planted the vines, but that is not the case. You see, even there are weeds even on the fence. There are weeds everywhere. So the farm needs to be really cleaned before we do the sweet potatoes. Hey, and I'm here enjoying with these people. Look at them. We started very early in the morning, and these people give them flowers. This farm is almost 3.2 acres, and they pulled these things without playing. They really got energy. Look at them. But anyway, they're not really stuck on the soil because when we were harvesting the sweet potatoes, we were using cows. So it was easy because the cow was also again digging the soil. So these vines have just hanged on the soils and not really deep inside the soil, so it was easy for them to pull. So the same vines we're going to put down there under the tree at the farthest end so that we can use them as seeds for planting our season 2. I am really excited about this season 2. You see, we are almost finishing pulling this, and in about 1 hour or 2 hours we'll be done pulling so that we can know the next step. These people are really tired because anyway the weather was not so bad. It wasn't too hot, and up here you can see the clouds are very well they're bright. There are no clouds, but in the afternoon in this region there is usually a lot of rain, so we expect rains maybe at 2 p.m. but at the moment there is just a good breeze, a good wind. It's not so sunny, so it gives them time and allowance for them to pull the vines so well. Tell me down in the comments, have you ever prepared a sweet potato farm that has already been planted before? So this is the place that they were bringing, and I was so impressed. They had to put all the vines at one corner and under the shade so that it cannot be hit by the sun. So it was so exciting because the team had a very good teamwork. If you have such a kind of a team, you'll really enjoy working because they were making jokes, cracking jokes, laughing. We had breakfast together, we had lunch together. If you work with me, you know how I work. I pay every evening at 5 p.m. In the morning I give them breakfast, and at lunchtime I give them something small to eat so that they can just be motivated. So here we had started the process of cutting the seeds so that the vines can be ready just before you spray herbicides on the shamba so that the weeds can die, and then we dig using a tractor. So it was a very good session because I had divided and put them in groups. So you see, they're cutting and putting in heaps. So there were around 7 groups in 7 different places. So do you know how vines are cut? Yes. Here there's a very beautiful pineapple. As I was walking across the shamba, I came across it. The summer we planted very sweet pineapples. Tell me how your pineapples taste in your country. So that was just a short break, so I went back to supervise and see how each and every team is cutting their seeds. Oh, I met this beautiful bee. Do you know how fertilization takes place in plants? These are the same bees that do pollination, cross pollination. So we have this kind of flowers around the farm, and we have also this aloe vera. Have you ever seen this aloe vera? I only came across this as I was walking around the shamba, and the evening came and there was a beautiful sunset. I had already released the workers, and here I was just contemplating, wondering how the weather will allow me to plant. I enjoyed. Welcome back to my channel. Stay tuned so that you can see how we plant. Bye.